I'm losing sleep because I'm obsessed. Feels like this cage could be my death. Now you might be thinking I just quoted some high-stakes psychological thriller, right? Well, believe it or not, that harrowing, incredibly intense lyric is the actual background music for a tutorial on folding a cute little paper panda. I know, it's wild. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into the truly bizarre, honestly kind of hilarious duality of internet DIY tutorials. We're going to look at what happens when the strict, absolute zen of an instruction manual like 100 free origami designs collides head-on with the chaotic, heavily angsty pop soundtracks that algorithms love to blast over them. You know exactly the ones I'm talking about, where it feels like nothing pairs better with folding a delicate paper crane than a thumping bass line and a singer having a total existential crisis.
Section 1. The Chaos of DIY. Let's jump right in and analyze the wildly contrasting vibes of modern crafting content.
Just look at this brilliant juxtaposition. On one hand, you have the incredibly rigid, rule-based world of paper folding. Words like crease, fold, and flatten. It's pure geometry, right? Totally predictable. But then, on the flip side, you've got the messy, completely unhinged nature of human emotion blasting in the audio track. You've got a singer crying out about being reckless, feeling helpless, and fading through the smoke.
Our source manual, 100 free origami designs, promises the simple, beginner-friendly joy. It's a world where everything has its exact, designated place. But man, what a jarring contrast to the soundtrack. The singer is literally claiming to live in a digital ghost town where boy tears fall like rain. It's absolutely fascinating how we casually consume these two massive extremes at the exact same time without even batting an eye.
Moving on to Section 2, Finding Zen in Folding. Let's see how the physical act of folding tries to bring some peace to all this auditory chaos.
Step by step, our explainer manual teaches us how to actually ground ourselves physically. You start with a plain rectangular piece of paper. You fold the top down to the bottom edge, make a firm crease. Fold the top corners down to the center line. You know, these are deliberate physical actions. It's practically an exercise in mindfulness that requires your absolute, silent focus to pull off.
And you see the simple, beautiful logic required here to fold a simple hat, or the precise little movements needed to create a modular triangle box. And honestly, the best part? The paper completely ignores the frantic, repetitive cries of heat, 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 echoing from the audio track. The paper only does exactly what you tell it to do, totally unbothered by the noise.
All right, Section 3. Easy folds, big feelings. Now we're going to map the escalating difficulty of the origami designs directly onto the escalating emotional intensity of the lyrics. It's quite a ride.
So the manual starts us off super gently with the easy index. We're talking a massive collection of innocent, playful little objects. A balloon, a shortcake, a pigeon. This early phase of crafting perfectly mirrors the early infatuation stage of the song's lyrics, where the singer is just taking a little risk and feeling out a brand new crush.
But the disconnect here is just incredible. While you're calmly and methodically making an easy heart using 7 incredibly simple folds, the soundtrack is aggressively, dramatically proclaiming, "Boy, tears stronger than superglue." I mean, we're literally just making a little paper heart, but the audio makes it feel like the end of the world. Look at the utterly harmless, smiling little faces of the finished fox and the bear face diagrams. They are so blissfully unaware of the singer's desperate plea to get out of here with you. These little paper animals are just happy to exist, entirely divorced from the massive romantic turmoil pulsing through your speakers. Which brings us to Section 4, the path to complexity. Because as the manual warns us, we are officially leaving the comforting folds behind and entering the domain of moderate and hard design. And just like that, the required skill level absolutely skyrockets. It demands serious precision to execute intricate designs like a dragon, a scorpion, or even a Naboo starfighter. You get these sharp, jagged edges and deeply complex geometric shapes, and as this visual complexity ramps up, it perfectly mirrors the unraveling sanity of our soundtrack. Because right as you try to execute a grueling 50-step giant waterbug fold, checking and rechecking your incredibly frustrating mountain folds, the algorithm decides to feed you this absolutely staggering level of lyrical angst. You're just trying to align a microscopic paper wing, and a voice is literally sobbing into your ear about being useless and fading through the smoke. Take a look at the intricate squash folds and complex creases required just to complete this traditional Japanese bellflower. It's a level of geometric complexity that, beautifully, almost poetically, embodies the singer's desperate, winding search for a summer state of mind. It's like both the crafter and the singer are working incredibly hard to find just some semblance of order and peace.
Section 5. Crafting your masterpiece. Now, let's experience that exact sensory overload moment where rapid-fire folding meets relentless pop beats. Picture this. A paper bell pepper slowly takes shape through 13 precise steps, all while the backing track incessantly pulses heat, heat, heat.
Then, a paper car is suddenly snipped with a pair of scissors at step 7, permanently altering its shape, just as the voice in the background echoes a frantic, "I'm running in circles and I don't have a plan."
A geometric paper necktie is sharply inverted on the table, and at that exact second, the singer threatens to lose my mind. Honestly, it is a masterclass in unintentional internet art.
Ultimately, this brings us to the real existential core of this explainer. Why do we watch this stuff? Well, we watch and we craft to create our own little structured happy parade amidst the overwhelming noise of the digital ghost town. We follow the strict guiding rules of the paper to quiet the chaotic noise inside our own heads.
Because despite the absolute chaos of the background noise, despite the highly dramatic lyrics and the heavy beats, the simple act of following these strict diagrams results in something beautiful, something perfect, something completely calm, a simple four-sided triangle box that holds exactly what you put into it.
So, I want to leave you with this thought to ponder. The next time you sit down to try a relaxing DIY project to clear your head, will you actually find that geometric zen, or will you realize you're just dancing in the digital ghost town with your own chaotic soundtrack playing on a loop? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.